Hi guys, it's Funky Buddha 0203 and I'm back. I've been missing for over a year, don't worry, don't send any missing search warrants out or anything like that. I am back. I have been busy though. University, they expect you to work, who knew? My life, my LGBT part of my life has just been like insane. I've been on a roller coaster this past year. I can't even begin to summarize it, and I don't want to come back with constant update videos because this is not what my channel is about. Facing hard issues. So yeah, I've been watching. I am a Glee watcher. I would not call myself a Gleek as such. A very, very big enthusiast of Britannia. I used the abbreviation. That means I'm a Gleek, doesn't it? So yeah, the most recent episode was about depression and about suicide attempts, and I'm not about to make it gets better video because that is far too. I've been on too much of a journey to even try and condense my life and my coming out journey into 10 minutes. It's not possible for me. Maybe when I'm older and I'm more mature, but not now. This is a very vulnerable video for me. I'm putting myself out there, but I think if anybody suffering with what I suffered or do suffer from, watches this and gets an ounce of help from it, then I consider that worthy, So you can sit and watch it and laugh, but right now I'm in a place where that doesn't matter to me anymore. I've been diagnosed with ADHD, so I'm a bit busy in my brain a lot. I've also been diagnosed with GAD. A lot of abbreviations come with me. GAD stands for Generalized Anxiety Disorder, which means I'm very stressed all the time. It might not seem that way because to me, the more stressed I get, the more I stay still. I'm very restless mentally, but physically I'm just like, ugh, can't be bothered. But yes, I do suffer from depression as well. Mine is medicated. It needs to be, I need that serotonin in the brain, and you wouldn't tell a diabetic to not take insulin if they were insulin dependent. So I'm not going to tell myself that I don't need serotonin. That is how my mentality is towards my medication. There is no stigma when it comes to me and mental health medication. If it needs you, if it helps you function that bit better, then go for it. My depression reached its peak when I was in high school. Like quite a lot of teenagers, I was bullied. My parents also, there was a lot of drama with my parents, who are now divorcing, thank fuck for that. It was a clash of the two and me not getting on with my parents, which a lot of teenagers do go through. And I became this robot where I felt like I was on autopilot and I was watching myself in day-to-day activities, but I wasn't there functioning. Night times were lonely. I was an insomniac. I did self-harm quite a lot. Then it reached a peak where I was so tired of the physical abuse and the mental abuse from the bullies that I did try to kill myself on several occasions with, I tried to overdose. I tried multiple things, and I'm still here. Luckily, for people that have never been depressed, it is this state of mind where nobody else can tell you different. When people say they love you, it's just a word. It doesn't register. There's no physical response to it. You genuinely get into this mindset where life would function better without you, and your problems would stop and everybody's problems would stop, and then it would be fixed, and you get into this mindset where, yes, this is it, this is my time, this is the solution, I am not meant for this earth. It's scary, it really is, looking back on it now, but when I was in that mentality, there was as I was trying to kill myself, there was an almost serenity to it, you know, that this would end all my problems and this would end everybody else's, and nobody, you know, nobody would cry at my funeral, nobody would miss me. You know, I was just a kid, you know. It's not like I was curing cancer or anything, but it did get better. As cheesy as that sounds, it did. You need to, every person that's depressed finds something that grounds them and roots them to this earth and stops you from doing these unforgivable acts to yourself. You know, I've still got some demons with me that will probably never go away, that I'm still dealing with. I'm not perfect, you know. For me, that is my brother. My almost 10-year-old brother, Jensen Wally. He is my life. And I can't imagine leaving him alone in this world. He idolises me and I idolise him. For other people, it might be art, music, it might be a pet, it might be a relationship. And I think it is important to remind yourself that things do get better, that you will not always be in this situation. If you're in high school does end. College begins. There are billions and billions of people on this planet, and there is always at least one, and one is the minimum for who will love you for who you are, be it asexual, LGBT, disabled, anything, you know, from a low income background, you're mega rich, you know, there will always be that someone for that other person. And it does get better. I advocate help. Go find some help. Talk to someone. You know, for me, counselling did not work. I went through several counsellors, and I can admit, you know, I had some weird-ass counsellors, including one that made me hold an apple to get over my fear of food, which wasn't. My lack of eating was due to my depression. So yeah, you get some weird ones. Medication helps me, but you need to be aware of the side effects. Vlogging helps me, blogging, I'm a creative person, I cross stitch, there you go. So yeah, a little bit of sewing calms me down. I've also got colouring books. You are never ever too old for colouring books. So yeah, but go see a doctor. You're not going to be sectioned. There are not these people in white coats coming to get you away. Being open about your mental health has been so stigmatised that it's ridiculous. There is no need for it. Just as I said earlier on in the video, would you, if you're suffering with depression or any mental health condition right now, would you yourself tell a person with diabetes to not take their medication? You wouldn't, would you? It's something their body doesn't make. And speaking as a neuropsychologist or a neuropsychology student, it's something your brain needs. It's a vitamin. It's one of those things. It's not, your medication does not define you. Believe me, I take plenty enough to know that. So yeah, this is a message of love from your Funky Buddha 0203, and I will be coming up with new videos. Post comments, follow me on Twitter or on Instagram, and yeah, if you want any specific topics discussing, I will be hitting the hardcore subjects. So yeah, peace, and love yourself, because you've got to love yourself before other people can love you. Trust me, I've been there.